right. What
Yep.
is Dora coming on today? I saw a
I'm
message.
not sure.
Jennifer.
It'll be good if to hear from the greater door. While we are waiting, can you share with me some of your affiliate wins this week? Did you have a conversation with your team? Did you have an enrollment? How did prospecting go? Hey, Lorna. Hey, Hawa. Johnny Louie, let me know in the chat, please. Any wins?
I have one.
Talk to me.
So I was on a podcast. I don't remember when. I'm forgetting the days. Anyway, and the guy, he has really a really good size community, and he started. I introduced him to the DIVA Network, and he will be on our call tomorrow. He actually asked for a call with Jimmy because I'm using your format that you gave us. Send the video, invite them to the meeting, or lead them to one of our leaders. And
Nice.
he opted to come in to the call tomorrow. So I'm super excited for him to join because
Congrats.
he has a big vision, and he can see where this community would support.
Right on.
Awesome.
Anybody else?
Dr. Andrea.
Yes, I have two good and big wins. One, I went to New Mexico, and Tanya Vassallo, that's also a founder, she was doing her training. She invited me to go there and do a collaboration. And we did invite the women to the DIVA Network. So a couple of them will be part of the DIVA Network. This was great. And the second win is also a businessman that I met in Florida, and I talked about the DIVA, and he's really busy. I'll see if we can say schedule on your calendar, Jimmy, so he can talk to you. He has been doing mentorship for women. He has other business too. So I'll connect both of you.
Do it.
Awesome, awesome. Anybody else?
So this is a quick question. I
Yeah.
also was at an event yesterday and was speaking about the DIVA Network, and there's two people in particular that I really, really want to join who I think would be, well, they would be a ripple effect if they were to join, of people that they would also then get to join. So just from, I usually have a conflicting meeting with Michelle at this time. That's why, and I didn't even realize there was an 8 a.m. meeting. But anyway, that's okay. I'm here today and left that other meeting. But I'm just curious so why are people being connected to you then, Jimmy? And I missed that training on how to do this. I've just been talking about it.
Yeah, either myself or Ali or Dora, but yeah.
So I'll answer that. So one of the steps of the duplication. So step number one, I guess we are in a training. Step number one is invitation, right? You're inviting individuals to get some sort of exposure, whether it's a 2-minute video, whether it's the pre-recorded webinar, whether it's a live presentation, something that they get to learn about, right? The second step is presentation. That's where we take care of and present for them, whether it's pre-recorded or live. The third step is the follow-up. And follow-up suggests one of the things that you can do in a follow-up is include a third party to validate the information and help you enroll that individual. In this case, the two ladies that just spoke just felt like their prospect was very relatable to Jimmy. So they were requesting, hey, if you don't mind chatting with this gentleman because you and he are very, very relatable. So in your case, it could be your sponsor. It could be anybody that can educate on what is the DIVA Network, how we can help them grow their business, make money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's why in this specific case, Jimmy was the right candidate. But I get requested all the time, like, hey, can you do a 3-way call or a 3-way Zoom? I have a prospect that you may be relatable to, that you can help me answer some questions for that I might not be able to answer. And sometimes it just needs a third party to validate you, and validate the information that you're sharing. So it's just a way of enrolling the individual or following up with the individual without you always having to do all the work by yourself, or following up with that same person over and over and over and over. And it could be something like, hey, Melanie, I want to introduce you to a young lady that I'm working with, and she is killing it in the DIVA Network for her business and for her affiliate earnings. Her name is Tanya. She's doing this, she's doing this, she's doing that. And I think she could be a great asset for you, just to hear about how she's taking advantage of the DIVA Network. You may say, yeah, sure, I'd love to hear her. Now, Tanya is doing the heavy duty work for me, where she's educating you with one purpose in her mind is, I'm going to try to enroll Melanie for Ali. So that's why that's a very effective way to get the enrollments up. Does that answer your question?
It does, Ali. So actually, with these two people, I think you would be an amazing person.
And there you go.
Yeah. So how do I reach? How do I?
Yeah. So I am in Skool, but you know, for you rock stars right in here, I am also in WhatsApp. If you're texting me about evaluating any other business or any other sale, I'm going to tell you just right now, once and for all, like, I don't have the capacity to add anything else. But if it is within the DIVA Network, just hit me up on WhatsApp. And I am in the US, so it is a +1. And I'd love nothing more but to help you out to enroll and educate that individual on how they can take advantage of the DIVA Network. So I got you back.
Thank you, sweetheart.
And that's step number 3. And just so you know, while we are on the steps, step number 4 is getting plugged in like this right now. Like you're plugged in into a training, which allowed you to learn. And now you got somebody who's willing to help you out, right? So step number 1, invitation. Step number 2, presentation. Step number 3 is, sorry, I got thrown off. Step number 3 is follow up. Step number 4 is getting plugged in. That is, just so you know, I get a lot of times like, well, what if I try this and what if I try that? Swim at your own risk. If you know how to swim in the ocean, go for it. But here's what I do know. You want to build a fast growing organization with duplication without you having to work again and again and again and again and again. Like, I don't want to be a top recruiter. I want it to be a top mentor. I want it to be somebody who's nurturing growth. That is what I'm here for. So otherwise, you're going to find yourself falling into the trap of, I have to recruit 1,000 people to be successful in the DIVA Network. And that eventually is going to burn you out, whether it's 5 people too many or 1,000.
So Ali, the best way to do this, I just want to make sure, since you've given your phone number, should I do a 4-way? Because I really want these 2 people to look into it and do it. One of them is actually a prince from Nigeria as well.
Well, you tell him you got a prince from Morocco.
In the US. And I think it would be amazing to connect,
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So do a 4-way with us?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
This is how my biggest win this week. I officially am here, and I'm absolutely truly excited to process, and I can't wait to get to know all of you and to get to work from you, and definitely would love to learn what are you guys been doing, and I'm part of the movement. Let's do it.
Awesome. And just keep in mind, everything that I'm sharing with you, there is a document, the affiliate guide training document. It's a PDF that all of us have. And you should download it, because everything that I just did really, really fast is itemized 1 page at a time. It even has 1 page that has where you put a list of names of your top 25 people that you would want to work with. Be specific about that top 25 list. And what I mean by that, don't just put 25 first names that you see from letter A on your, like who do I want to change the world with? Or like my favorite question is, who is better than me? Like, I look for who is better than me, and don't say nobody, because that you're gonna need some personal growth on that. You're gonna need to attend a humility class.
Of course.
So just,
I love to
who
learn
is
from
better
those
than
who are
me, and
better
just
than
write.
me.
Yeah. First
Learning
name,
from better
last
than
name.
me is the
Yeah.
smart way to go.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. So definitely make sure that you have that document and use it as a guide, because that's what it is. It will help you create duplication. And the last but not least is, just keep in mind, it's the law of the numbers. Everything is all about numbers. I know for a fact that 10% of the people that we have in our lives are qualified prospects this week. And I know for a fact that 10% of those individuals will enroll. So if we have 1,000 people in an email list, 100 of them would consider to take a look, and 10 of them will do business with us this week. If we have 1,000 people that we reach out to this week on the different social media assets, and if you say, well, how would I reach out to 1,000 people? I do the math for you every single week, and I'll do it yet again. It's 30 to 60 minutes a day, and you're just connecting, communicating, talking to people. We're not prospecting right away. It's just a simple like, hey, Hawa, so good to connect with you. I see we've been connected on this social media platform and we've never interacted. I look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. That's a connection. Hey, Melanie, happy birthday. Hopefully you're having the best one yet. That's a connection. Dr. Andrea, I see you've been traveling. Welcome back home. Hope your trip was very productive. That's a third connection. It's just being a good human being. But the more I do that, and I guarantee you, if you follow these numbers, here's what's going to happen. So check it out. I tell every single person 30 people minimum per day. The reason I say 30 minimum per day, 30 times 5 days, Monday through Friday is 150. 150 times 4 weeks is 600. That's a bare minimum. Now imagine if you did 100 a day, like 25 on Instagram, 25 on Facebook, 25 on TikTok, 25 on LinkedIn. That's 100. That means that's 500 a week. What if I did 200, right? Like, don't make your minimums your maximums. Obviously, I'm not trying to tell you quit your job or your traditional business and just come in here full throttle. Well, it may work for a few people, but what I am telling you is it is not how much time I have available. Rather, it is what am I doing with the time that I have? You know, like I can have 2 hours and I can do more in those 2 hours than 16-hour days. Jimmy Zell, who's with us in here, he always teaches about, you know, the day before you have to go to the airport. You know, it's like that one day before you have to travel for a trip. It seems like you get everything done in that like 2 to 3 hours in one day before heading to a trip that you've been dragging on for 3 months. And why? Because you don't want to be bothered by it while you're on your trip. So you get it all done. All the bills are good. Everything's done. Well, why don't you have that very mindset every single day? So you need to make sure you identify your numbers. We talk about it every week, and I'm still going to talk about it every week because, you know, for those of you who were with me last week and the week before that, here's my responsibility to you to help you to become a top earner in the DIVA Network. That is what I am here for. Everything else is valuable, great, incredible, phenomenal. I use it all. I see the value. I see the training. I see the access. I see the success stories. But my job, right, my role, everybody has a role, right? The quarterback throws the ball, the receiver catches it, the defender back goes after to protect. Okay, all these, we all have different positions. My position is to make you a top earner. So if we are on the same page, if you say, yep, I'm your gal, I'm your guy, make me a top earner, congratulations. Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is what you're going to find me. And yes, success is amazing, but the path to it sometimes is boring, meaning you're going to hear me say the same thing with a little twist every week. But here's what you're going to hear every single week. Step 1, invitation. Step 2, presentation. Step 3, follow-up. Step 4, get plugged in. And you're going to hear me say, here are the numbers. And the reason it is necessary, it's about consistency and continuity of a specific behavior. Insanity is the definition of what? No, doing the same thing over and over and again is the definition of insanity, right? Good. So let's do the same thing over and over again because our family's like, you're going to make $1 million. You are insane. Yes. That's why I do the same thing over and over and over again. And I am expecting different results. That's why you go to the gym every single day and you are expecting different results. You want to take this? You're on the phone too. Okay. We'll come back to him. No, you're good. You're good.
No, I was just saying,
you go for it, please.
No, just so today, will you share with them, just in case everybody knows? So everybody knows we're in Project 100. We've got 95 more to enroll. So we had 5 the first week. So there's 23 days left. It puts us about at 4 a day. So I'm big into numbers. And Ali has helped come up with this incredible promotion that we remember last week we told you a little bit about it, and then we made the decision. Oh, can you tell them everything about
Yeah,
it?
well, the only last piece that I'm working on is today we're calling hotels so we can lock in a space. So we are organizing in here, like, so look, mi casa is tu casa. Like Tanya, Tanika, and I. Tanya, can you wave? Can you wave? Say. So that young lady over there, we are partnered up in a studios that we have in New Jersey, right? Multi-unit studios. And this is going to be used to help the DIVA Network ridiculously from A to Z. So much so that we are going to organize an incentive trip, a full production to 5 rock stars, in the studio, from podcasting, from vlogging, from headshots, from infomercials. We're going to make you like a superhero. The only thing that I cannot have and will not have is a makeup artist. So bring your own makeup. But other than that, we got cameras, we got equipment, we got lights, and we got space for days. This call that I said, oh, I wish I've taken, that's the actual management of the building, because we are upgrading to a much bigger space. Tanya, we got it, just so you know. We are doubling the size of the space that we are in right now, with amazing 5th floor view at the whole city. And that's going to be yours to use, divas, and the men who support them. And what I mean by that, we're going to have qualifiers for 5 individual. And those 5 individuals, and Mr. Izal, I think we should bring. Is it too early to bring out the document, or can we just
No,
release
it's done. I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah, good.
Except
So
for the date, the final event date.
okay, so the only last thing that I am working on is we want to also have a live event, our very first DIVA local event, where we're going to have yours truly, Jimmy Izell, Tanya will be in the area in Jersey, God willing, Adora, God willing, Christine.
Adora and Christine will be there. They'll both be there.
Beautiful. So God is willing. It's just now to get the hotel.
Let's go back.
I know everybody. Yeah, everyone. It's confirmed. It's that week is blocked off. See, this is what I'm talking
100%.
about. So Jennifer, you on? This is what I'm talking about. So like we need to get this emailed out, everybody, just even though we don't have that date.
Yeah.
Because like
Go back.
so everybody, this is it's in the WhatsApp chat. It's we'll get it an email out. And then can you pull this up, Ollie? I can't. Oh, give me a second. Hold on. Give them like the week so they can lock the date in. It's June 2nd through the 6th is the week that we're going to have the event. And Ali will work out the details on like when everybody shows up and all that good stuff. And then he's going to get us the event date. So it's going to be a big event too.
Can you see
there
my screen?
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Thanks, Ali.
All right, here we go. So let's spend a little bit of time on that. Yeah, so the only last piece that we're working on is to get an actual space, like a hotel space, because we are planning on having 100 people attending this event, your guests. So it's gonna be an amazing, amazing event. Okay, I don't know who's unmuted. There you go, I got it. Okay, so the FoundHERs Rise event, April promotion. So this is backdated, and you notice it says from Monday, March 31st until Friday, May 2nd. So pay attention, divas. And again, this is going to be emailed out. So how to win? There's 3 ways to win. The very first place that you can go ahead and win. So this is for the top 3 enrollers, total for $1 membership amounts. And there's, of course, a lot more benefits. So the first place, Diva Vibe. And what a Diva Vibe is, we just added this huge space. I'll have to send some videos so I can tease. But it's a huge space where there's multiple areas where we have like a comfortable couch, sit down podcast style, where camera, light, and action. And we just get a little bit of a moment of who you are and your past and your vision, and just a comfortable layback. If you've ever watched a podcast vlog type where people are just laying back with a microphone and having like a crisscross applesauce kind of conversation, we're going to create that for you, right? Full production, where we're going to have a full infomercial, a full reel promos that we're going to record and edit for you, and then a full professional podcast as you as the authority, 45 minutes to an hour with your own commercials. And of course, it's going to be blasted everywhere, plus a press release to 100 to 300 channels, Fox, ABC, CBS, the CW, NBC, and all of their subsidiaries, plus an amazing dinner in the Jersey Shore. That's a $3,500 value that we're going to give to the very first place winner. The second place winner is the DIVA Vibe. Again, that beautiful setup. A podcast feature. So we're just going to do a 20-minute podcast feature instead of a full episode all about you. We are going to do the reels and, of course, dinner. So we're not doing the full production infomercials and a full podcast with the commercials, but you will have a 20-minute feature. And that's a $1,500 value. The third place is the DIVA Vibe, which is the couch that everybody wants. And again, I'd say the couch, but there is, like a gym set up for those who want to come in with their yoga pants, take a couple of pictures. We have pool tables. We're going to do some B-roll. So there's a lot of fun that happens in there as well. Reels, 6 reels that we're going to record for you, with you, and then with full edits, and then a special dinner with the team as well. So who's going to go for that first place, second place, or third? The main thing is make sure that you are planning on being here regardless, right? Now, there's also 2 other ways that we're allowing you to win. The very first one is enrolling a minimum of 5 founders or 50 VIPs. So 5 founders or 50 VIPs, or any combination that just leads to $5,000 in enrollments in sales. And you can earn 6 edited reels, 1 press release, and of course you will be part of our special dinner as well. And then the last one, the 5th one, is a random drawing. So random drawing is refer 3 founders or 30 VIPs, which leads to $3,000 in sales. And then we're going to do a random drawing, which will get you the DIVA Vibe, the reels, and the dinner as well. That's an $800 value. And then, of course, so we got 5 rock stars who are going to be spending a whole day with us recording and doing just a whole lot of fun in terms of production. And by the way, we also are going to include for the number 1 spot, there's a conference room where we're going to have a 20-minute full, like there's a screen where you can have your slides and whatnot, and we'll create a 20-minute course for you that you can record and kind of have it as your anchor. So it's a full all-out production from us to you to help you out. So we are right now talking to, yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so Ali, but number two spot, can you go back just 1 slide? So, but the number 2, everyone can make it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not this one.
This one. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone, just so you know, like, yeah, someone could win the random and get some extra perks, but everyone can be at now the big event everyone's invited to, but then
Correct.
Everyone can do the filming. So this is why you want to make sure you at least do number 2, right? Like get your, because this is some
5 founders.
Yeah, 5 founders, or you can hustle the 50 VIPs. But it can be done too. I mean, you just take some focus and work. So
and this was backdated as well, right, Jimmy? Because I know Dr. Andre had a founder, I believe, towards the beginning of April, so that counts.
Yeah. So the thing is, we'll start. Here's the thing that we just announced it. We will start putting up the leaderboard on this. It's all out like the rest of this month. The website and the enrollment has now been updated to reflect 1147, and then so has the 97. What is it, Jennifer? 114, I think. And so all of those have been updated, but now that we've started taking credit cards again, you guys are enrolling people again. So yeah, just let's turn it up, and that's going to be amazing. I want to thank Ali and Tanya for opening this up for us. This is great because now it's just like having your own in-house production team, and a lot of you love this stuff to really help you with your visibility. And so I think it's absolutely, this was a genius idea. I think, and here's the thing, it's just the first one. So Ali and Tanya are growing that the space. I told him just to buy the building and then fly me up. I told him to buy the building and fly me up in a private jet. Come on, Ali. And anyways, it's exciting that what him and Tanya and the team are doing over there. So Ali, go ahead. I'll let you finish up. I just want to
appreciate that.
Qualify for number 2. everybody.
Yes, sir. All right. And the events, obviously, we're making phone calls to the Marriott to make sure that we get the best space for the best rate. It will be within, today, if not tomorrow, I'll have a locked in date for us so we can announce that as well. And then we're also having this ticketed event. So the ticketed event as well, we're going to be educating, training. This is for you to bring your guests as well. So for those who are, either Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, PA, even Delaware is only an hour and a half, by the way, from where we are right now. So let's bring the crowd. Let's come out. Let's meet the rest of the divas. This is the very first inaugural live event that we're having in the Northeast, and it's going to launch a plethora of other events. And we're planning on doing this a lot. It's not just a one-time and done, but we're going to be doing this a lot. Mr. Zell, anything you wanted to add to this?
Yeah, so everyone, just so make sure if I were you, I would lock that date in, like block that week off. It's during the week. By the time we get to that date, there will probably be another big announcement. So you'll want to be at that event because it'll be very like Ollie and I were just talking about this the other day. Like we did this in one of our previous companies in Mexico, and it actually skyrocketed that company into 5 continents from that first event. So, right, Ollie, and that kind of set the tone, and everybody loved it. So, you guys, some of you have already experienced that with a little bit of the dining empire. But imagine all the DIVA Network at an event together, and then Ollie, I'm going to go ahead and let everybody know. Put this on your calendar. This week, we're finalizing the contract, which we already approved it. September 16th through the 19th will be our first founders trip in Cancun, baby. September 16th through the 19th. Melanie, I know you're going to be fired up about that. but everyone, once again, mark it on your calendars. You're going to find out. Yes, we're going to continue to help you guys grow your businesses and all the things that you guys have been doing. But it's also now time to add some lifestyle, getting together. And of course, you already know we're working on Diva Locals. We're actually putting together a special team just for that. People that are in our network that are running networks. And of course, that makes sense to get them involved very quickly. And so, so there's just a lot happening from the corporate standpoint. But September 16th to 19th, listen, Ali and I have been at this resort. Ali, what would you say about this resort?
First of all, you're gonna feel like you're in a movie. It's a dream in every single way. And it's an amazing event. I think the fact that we're all gonna be there is gonna make it 10 times better. And I tasted this life. Jimmy Zell and I have been traveling with groups since 2019 for me. He's been doing it a little bit longer. And there's nothing better than taking over a whole section of a resort and just enjoying life. And, the connections that happen, the content that creates from everybody, the cross posting that happens, it makes a lot of noise. So it's going to be a huge fuel to the fire that we're creating.
So lock that date in, Jen. Once we'll get a website up so everybody can put their deposit. I'll give you guys a heads up since you're on this call. Definitely lock the date in, and then we'll be collecting deposits or full payment. But it's like $800, and it is a curated trip basically. So you come off the plane, you've got your sign, you've got transfer, private check-in. As a matter of fact, the Divas will have their own tower, which is kind of cool on this property. Ali knows what I'm talking about. You have like your own area. It's super cool. Like this is by the way, it's a Hyatt Ziva in Cancun. And so it's a really nice resort. And so you guys are going to have an absolute blast, and we're looking forward to it. So put it on your calendar, mark it down. Just, these are things like, because you're on these calls, you get to hear it before everyone else hears it. So this is another reason why you want to stay plugged in. Like Ali says, step number 4 is because you get to hear all these things, and you should, because you guys are plugged in. And so September 16th to the 19th, and then you got the Jersey event. And then I know a bunch of you are going to also probably go to Jeff Hoffman's event too. So it's going to be a fun year, everybody. We're just getting started. We haven't even wait till the locals launch and we do our locals tour.
Oh, are we talking about locals?
There she is.
How was in the building?
Where are you, girl?
In the building? How was in the building? She needs a founders poster, from what I hear.
Yeah, she just told us all, Dora, she's officially in. Yeah, we need to get her a founders thing.
Official in the house. I'm official in the house.
I've been hearing and waiting because Africa is calling, and geez, I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to see what happens there. Welcome.
So
Well,
Dora, just to get you up to speed, we announced the New Jersey event, Founders the Rise promotion. We told everyone to lock those dates in, June 2nd through the 6th. Of course, it's all hands on deck to get the founders done. And then I went ahead and told them about the founders trip, baby. Viva la Mexico.
what are those dates? What are the dates for the
September
founders?
16th through the 19th.
I am so
Now, guy,
excited.
oh shoot! I guess we should tell them this will sell out. So just so you know, there's only a limited number. So yeah, actually, that is kind of important. And founders
is
get to go
definitely-
first. By the way, founders are first, and when we release it, we only give the founders a few days, and then we'll open it to the community. So,
And how much is that trip?
800.
And listen, here's what I want you to know. The Jeff Hoffman trip is 15,000 and there's no flex on that. You guys get 10% off of that because you're members, which is a good savings. But that is the Jeff Hoffman is 15,000 because that is the standard. And that is what we were doing. We're filming, it's the standard. But the DIVA Network, Tanya, you look so pretty. Our commitment was to give you a $25,000 level mastermind at the most affordable prices in the world. So that founders trip will have some celebrity speaker. It'll have all of us. It'll be outrageous. It'll be VIP. It will feel in many ways like the $15,000 ticketed events. We're being unreasonable, as we would say, Lorna, in the best ways in creating an up-leveled experience. And we have that because of who we know and who knows us, which is Jimmy Azell, the men who support us and have the travel company. I mean, we would have still just given you our best costs, but we are literally, he has negotiated the best cost and we're passing that on to you. Most companies add a profit because we're still going to have team there. We're still going to be working. We're still going to, but I hope I'm driving that in so you feel the family in it. Okay. And now those of you who come to the Jeff Hoffman, our funding partner, will be there. I'm going to do my best to get him at our founders trip too, but you know.
I think he'll be there.
I think you will, yeah. But anyway, so Justine, good to see your face. I was just on a call that I'm glad Jimmy let out a secret or I'd be busting that he's talking about. I'm so glad he's talking about locals. I was just on a call that I've got to talk with Jimmy and Ali about separately, but it is gonna, it's, you know, we're always game changing, right, Johnny? That's what we do. It's where we live. Lorna's standard is I get to hang out with Russell Brunson and Vic Conant because I know. So, you know, we've all raised our standard. We're going to keep doing it. Yes, Jimmy.
No, I was going to say, you know, it's going to be amazing. And I'll just tell you all, you know, look at watch, you know, some of you have been here since December, right, Sheila? You've watched it starting evolving.
And Dr. Andrea, yeah.
Yeah, several of you. I shouldn't have started saying names. I apologize. I don't know why I do that, but
because Sheila was like hustling so hard with us without knowing where anything was going. So we say her name a lot, but Dr. Andrea was there too. Like,
we love you all. So I apologize if I forget people, but the point is like, watch what happens in the next 3 months, 6 months, a year, or this movement's going, because man, we're just executing on some things that are going to be massive for this, you know, movement. So anyways, it's exciting. I can't wait for the June event. I can't wait for this event. I mean, it's all happening. And then I just can't wait till we really get all the founders moving in one direction all around the world. Founders and VIPs. I don't want to leave out the VIPs because they're important too. And then watch what happens when the locals hit, because now you'll have that and the wallet, right? We have this wallet that we're working on behind the scenes as well. And so just so many great things. Those are some big initiatives. And we even have something else we're going to be announcing pretty soon too, a little thing that can save you guys some money too. So inside the wallet.
So I know we have Metrics Monday, and I know Melanie has her hand raised. What time is it there, Jimmy, where you are?
10:37. I'm plus
At
10.
night?
Yeah.
At night? Thank you so much for being who you are. Okay, so Metrics Monday is coming, and I know we've got this promo. So we've got to get our list together. Did Ali already train about that, Ali? Do I need to watch the replay? Because I need to make sure I'm setting some metrics for that as well.
Yes, I'll send you the replay.
Okay, thanks.
Melanie, we'll tell you some more about the local. So one of the things that we want to do is we want to absolutely hit a home run. We've put together a competitive grid. We're actually uh, interviewing and vetting out people that already run networks. We're following our mentor Jeff Hoffman's advice to get out and meet people that are actually doing that already. And so we have some in our network, and we have some that, like, one guy is actually, so he's one of the top realtors in the whole country. He's been doing his networking group for 15 years. So you might learn something from that, right? Stuff like that. So we're really, really wanting to put something together that just blows your socks away. So we've got some people that are already in the community that have networking groups that they run very successfully. So that's always a nice plus. And so we'll put something together and share with you as soon as we're ready. But we don't want to let it all out until we're done, because actually when we brought it up to someone that has a networking group, and we told her, she was like, nobody's doing any of that. Right, Dora? And so that's what we're talking about. We just want to do next level. And because we have the power, we have the ability, not the power, but we have the ability to do those kind of things here inside this network. So awesome stuff.
So they want the dates of the Hoffman and the Founders trip. That's what they're asking in the chat, I believe, Justine and
I don't know when that is. Oh, the Founders trip. Yeah, that's September 16th through the 19th.
Of
I just
16th to the 19th of September.
Uh-huh.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and ladies, you can get as crazy as you want at that one. So because it's a Founders trip. It's a fun trip.
oh, yeah, as crazy as you want. There's more questions for you in the chat, Jimmy. I'm
I
seeing
can't
them
even see them all. What the question? Ollie, can you help me a little bit? I apologize, guys. I'm not on
Yeah,
my
so there's obviously you answered the local questions. The second one, are Facebook groups a good prospect? I have a lady I want to talk to. Are you referring to like a three-way? Lauren, I want you to unmute. Talk to us.
Yeah. So I have a lady here in Dallas. She grew a Facebook group organically to about 6,500 ladies. And as a matter of fact, she's actually neglecting them right now because she used to be, she used to nurture them a lot. I thought it would be a good idea to talk to her she was really interactive with them because she was there every week, sometimes 5 days a week talking to them. So it's really like a community. So I was thinking that would be a good prospect to talk to since she grew it.
Put me in, Coach Jimmy. Put me in. Let me take it. I'm excited about this one. So I was in the energy space in 2009, right? The electricity and natural gas. And we used to have a say, if you want to get an apartment complex, just get the super, right? Because the super has a relationship with every single apartment. They call them whenever they need something be fixed. Everybody's nice to the super, right? So she's the super of that group. So what you need to do is have an honest conversation about her and the potential. And you can even use like, look, I noticed that you're not as engaged with that group. What's the goal with it? Well, I have too much going on, blah, blah, blah. Would you mind if we partner up in that group? And through the DIVA Network, I can help you monetize that group to the best of this ability. How? Would you like to look at a pre-recorded session? Would you like to come to a live session? Or would you like to have an intimate meeting just to kind of like what, small, medium, or large, like I talk about all the time. And once she sees it and realizes, hold on, I got 6,500 people in this group and I can funnel them in here, it's going to be a mega win for her. And there's all of us who are going to help her to nurture that group and monetize that group for her. I don't see any way that she would say no for it.
Yeah, thank you. That was a strategy I thought of. So thank you for confirming. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I agree and want to echo that. I one of the first things I said to Jimmy once we got rolling is that I think there's a whole process just going for people who started great groups that they didn't monetize and they didn't and that fizzled out and they didn't have enough bandwidth for community, right? So if we collab or co-brand or certain things like that, when we figure that out, there'll be some people that's their main way of just knocking over, because they've built this influence and it brings a lot of benefit to them. Jimmy, did you already share what you're going to do for your people to have them come over and that it was inspired by our group? I think that would be good because other people may be thinking,
yeah, you know what's crazy is you guys, as you start talking to people, it's like Ali, it's like, a lot of you that have networks and they just don't have the time to go build another community, right? Like a lot of us running businesses or whatever. So even for myself, as I start looking at my time, so I don't want to have to build another community. So what I'm doing for Trip Valet, the company, is if someone buys the founders membership, I'm going to give them an annual membership of ours, because one, I get $400. Two, they get the best community in the world because we're all here. And so why would they not? Even if they're a guy, if they're a realtor, insurance, chiropractor, I don't care. I mean, you should join this community because you're gonna get access to all these people. I mean, I believe in it that much as well. So that's what I'm doing. So, but you guys bundle your stuff. I know a lot of you have things like Justine, all of you, like all of you guys probably have all these courses and things that you're offering. I would bundle it. That's what I'm doing. So so think about the value they get. They get the founders membership, which is way underpriced. I don't know. I keep fighting a door on this. We should charge like $5,000, but anyways, no, I'm just kidding. They get that and a annual Trip Valet membership for if they enroll with me. So that's what I'm doing.
And that was inspired by some of you, like Lorna, who said, I don't have a community and I may just start bundling this in. He told me I was listening to some of these ladies and thinking, yeah, me too. And did we communicate that we're starting to say 1150 instead of 997? That's awesome. And Ali, I want to thank you personally and publicly for listening to everyone and volunteering the value for this promo at the studio.
I should have charged $15,000 like Jeff Hoffman, but I thought we'll give a discount and just open the house for everybody. But look, it's only as valuable as we use it, right? Wouldn't you agree with that? Like, so let's make it that. Let's go the distance. Let's take advantage. I want your face all over. I want the neighbors in this building to be like, what is going on? The elevator just keeps going up and down. Next, you're going to the basement. Next, you're going to the conference. Next, you're going to the real room. I'm going to make sure that you are the star that you are. And to answer you, it's my pleasure. I love knowing that I had a little something to do with a project that Adora Evans is, she's big.
A lot of something. I'm going to tell you, we would not be where we are at all without the introduction to Christine Curran and Jimmy Azell, you resurfacing all that. And I'm presencing it not only to honor you, Ali, and the men who support the women, but to ground in what I'm always going to ground in here. It's always a who. And if you stay in this community, you will become one of the best in the world at collaboration and strategic partnership, which means everything is solved and solvable because it's not all on you. It's in connection and collaboration and community. And the reason I'm saying you'll become best in the world is I'm one of the best in the world at that. So is Ali, so is Jimmy. And then we keep bringing you the best. And so that you can maximize this. Again, think about how many rooms you've gone in over the years, but which rooms have been the most effective. And the more you get effective at that skill and then stay in community, the world is just wide open for us. So yes, SIPO. And I'm going to give it back to Jimmy and their meeting. I just popped in and party wedding crasher. Go ahead.
No, my question is, we get all the packs that come along, but I don't know where to find them in my account, so to speak.
Okay,
so that I can access them.
Yes. So where is that training? Jimmy? And then also, is it the onboarding call? You're talking about the travel benefits and perks and things like that?
Yes, and joining the travel and all that. I don't know where to find that.
Yeah, it's all in Skool, CFO. So
Okay.
if you go in there, there's actually getting started trainings, all the trainings, all your access benefits, because you're a founder, so it unlocked it when you enrolled. And so we want to keep everything inside of Skool for all that, all the trainings, but they are all in there. And then the schedule is in there, the calendar. And I think you
No,
got
the calendar, I know where to find that.
I'm pretty sure everyone's getting an email now, that a welcome email. So maybe, but see if you just play around, you're a sharp guy, you'll figure it out. It's all in there. It's really
And
simple.
two other things, JKN, if we could double check that when SIPO upgraded to founder, that those things did unlock in Skool for her. And then the second thing is, on the Skool calendar, there are a couple technical calls, which you can come on to any of those calls if you want someone to, if you just want to be able to ask, hey, I'm looking here. Like Jimmy said, you're smart, you'll be able to figure it out. But if you want someone just to handhold you, that would be on those technical calls, which are what, Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Okay, thank you.
I'm muting. I'm giving it to the guys. I'm gonna leave the building.
No, you're good. Just keep in mind that event, and again, I'm gonna get a date for if not today, tomorrow. It is a $47 ticketed event per person, but it is for us to bring community together, right? It is for us to bring our guests in the building as well. It will be value content. It's not going to be just a presentation and go home. Just so you know, there will be value given. We will make the person feel like that, wow, I've learned a thing or two about developing a business, networking. And it's going to be obviously at the very, very end, hey, if you love this experience, now we're going to show you how you can take part of the future of this experience in every one of its elements. And that's when we're doing a 20-minute overview. So it'll be a 2-hour event with a 20-minute overview towards the end. It'll be exciting. It'll be phenomenal. It'll be educational. And I can promise you, we'll have an idea of an agenda. As soon as I get a hotel locked in, I'll start working on an actual agenda of what is going to be involved. And look, you're talking about Christine Carand, the Diva Empire, and all of that she's built. That is value right there. Here is how I got to national television. Here's how I'm raising money. Here's how I'm building a conglomerate. Here's how I'm creating spinoffs. You have Adora Evans. I don't need to edify her, tell you how great she is. She's going to be sharing her greatness and how she's done it all and how she brought it to life. And she's the glue. Let's just call it for what it is. She's the glue for us in the Diva Network, right? You're going to have Jimmy Ezel. He's going to be doing a whole segment about fashion, how amazing it is to get. No, I'm kidding. I love him. I'm going to wear my pajama pants, Jimmy. Jimmy, we have this one pants that I'm passionate about. I think is very, very fashionable. And Jimmy refers to it as you're wearing a pajama pants. Now, here's the thing, Jimmy. I wore it this weekend, right? And, we're talking, Tanya and I, my wife on FaceTime. I'm like, look, this is what I'm wearing. She was like, are you wearing pajama pants? And I was like, wow, if Jimmy witnessed this right now, yeah, I know. So you too, I put you on a very special list. But in
Thank
any
you,
case,
Tanya. T-Squared, you got my back. I know he needs to be told that.
I always got your back, Jimmy. Always got your
but
back.
check it out. Jimmy's going to be showcasing how incentive-based marketing is the way to scale any business. And of course, why am I telling you these pieces? That's all things Diva Network. I'll be there. Tanya, Tanika will be there. Brandon, like all these different elements. So we're going to give an amazing wow factor of an event. And then who here would like to have all of these things that we just shared with you as a regular ongoing thing? Me. Cool. The next 20 minutes is going to show you how. And that's when the overview is going to take part. So I hope I gave you a full view. It is not going to be broadcasted, at least not yet. Put it like this. If we sell it out at $50, I'll consider, the 50 seaters minimum, I'll consider doing a broadcast, but I will not do the broadcast. And the reason why, just so you all know, Somebody's going to pay for a hotel and tickets and flight and all that stuff. And I think it's a disservice for me to just be like, okay, for everybody else here. And if I do a broadcast, it will be more than $50, just so you know. So for anybody who's thinking, well, I'm just going to sit here and wait until y'all sell it out and then I'll just watch online. I love you to death, but we do things the right way or we don't do them at all. I want you to think like a CEO. Okay. This is $50 one time and one time only. For everybody else, I can't wait to bring you into our home here in the studios and make you the superhero. All right, Mr. Giselle, I'll let you have the final remarks or Adora, anything that you
Yeah, that
guys.
Adora, that's it for me. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I just want to know what you laid out for who's going for the promo. I want to, and hello, Elise, nice to see your face. Who's going for the promo? You're driving for it. Johnny, Sheila, Dr. Andrea. Okay, awesome. So those of you going for the promo, what were the numbers that you set out, Ali? Like, did you set some kind of weekly cadence, like reach out to this many personally, share?
I think these rock stars already know. So what is the minimum per day, right? 30 to 60 per day will get you 600 to 1,200 leads per the whole month. 10% of that means that 60 to 120 people will be qualified prospects. 10% of that, meaning 6 to 12 people, will be signed up with you as founders. So if you break it down like that, and we talked about this this is the third week in a row. You break it down like that, watch the numbers grow. But if we say, I'm just going to wait until I have time, I'm telling you, you're just sitting and waiting.
Awesome. And is that written down somewhere and posted in?
So the affiliate training document has all this data, and then we'll make sure that the last two recordings and this one is distributed as well, because it has specific numbers.
Right. And then some of them won't watch the replay. So we definitely want it just written, bulleted under there.
I'll work on
what
it.
about for the part-time? I know Sheila is doing this full-time and Dr. Andrea. So those are great numbers for her, 30 to 60 reach outs. But what about the part-time?
I don't mean to be, so that's for part-time, because it takes about 30 minutes a day to reach out to 30 people, just so you know. I personally find myself doing 400 a day, and that's with 6 other companies simultaneously running at the same time, right? So
did you show,
that is part-time.
Share how you did 400 in a day? I want to see that.
Yeah,
Ali.
well, I'll tell you how. So it's a matter of time blocking. You know, if I time block and I just do 100 connections in Facebook, 100 connections in LinkedIn, 100 connections on Instagram, 100 connections, it's just time blocking. It's really all.
But will you show that? Will you screen share and show?
Yeah, if we need to have a session
live, because when I do a connection, it does not take. I cannot do 100 in an hour. Is my story right now? But I'm here to have that broken. And
let me use that. Let me use that as I'll use that as a coachable moment. So a connection is simply an interaction with another human being. So if I just say, welcome back, I see you've been traveling all week on a DM, that's a connection. Happy birthday is a connection. Hey, Easter is right around the corner. I hope that we get to connect before that. That's a connection. Happy New Year is a connection. So it's just something that you send to another human being. It could be hi. Like, and don't do copy paste because the system will think you're a bot. So just something light. And I'm telling you, if you just time block, and I mean no notifications, nobody talking to me, and you put 30 minutes, just you and that phone in your hand, you will do 30 connections in 30 minutes. So,
and then in that affiliate training, you've put the then what after you do those connections.
The affiliate training has, absolutely. Yep. The 4 steps: invitation, presentation, follow up, and get plugged in. There's even a document in there that gives you the space to write the first name, last name, and how to communicate with the person. It's all in there.
So if they're only going to watch one, which one has all of that?
Everyone.
Okay, perfect.
I told them I'm going to be boring because every week I'm going to start.
Yeah, that's part of my metrics, because I got to beat Jimmy. He's about to do a press release. So I got to beat Jimmy. So I'm going to get the unfair advantage, which isn't really fair, Jimmy. You guys have been best friends for a long time. So you can rest, but let's go ahead. Justine.
Hi, everybody. I think one of my biggest questions right now is, you know, when we started this, we were sending out our visibility link. when we did the week with Sean and you guys gave us a lot of swipe copy for us, you know, that was like you spoon fed us a lot of stuff and we all kind of did it, or at least I did. I'm having trouble now because I'm like, is it the visibility link? What link am I sending out? Like my systems for selling some other things, or I do a presentation, I do a class, I give some value, and then people make set calls with me. I'm having trouble matching that, like giving the value to the person to get them here. It's like, I got to get them here. And I'm still not sure, like, am I saying come at 9 o'clock every day and check us out? Am I saying come Tuesday? I actually really don't know.
That's
So,
great.
so I would not just send an invitation to a person to a presentation without a preview of something. So the 2
No,
minutes.
I didn't mean that. So yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
you
would
just
not
gotta have
send out the visibility link anymore. We're done with that. So
Right.
no
So
more.
what am I sending out? Like, I literally don't know.
So a couple things. The sales
go ahead.
page, you can send that out, Justine, and it's actually getting, it's almost done being updated. I saw it's about generally think like 80% there, and then she was just a little sick over the weekend, so she's working on finishing that up. So that you can send that, or you can send the free link, of course, which gets them in the group. Those are the two links I would send out.
Well, I feel like I still need to get them here before they're going to buy anything. You know what I mean? That's what got me here. That's got most of us here, was coming, feeling, connecting. Then I wanted to buy it, you know?
Which I believe can still be created. You know, Skool has a freebie option, and that can still give the, hey, look, all these individuals are people who are interconnected. Personally, I would connect, let's say you have the right person, right? And you can share your story into why you so value in the DIVA Network. And you say, matter of fact, I think you should connect with Ali. He actually is working with so many individuals who A, fund in, or B, connecting, networking, whatever, et cetera, the value. And I think you should hear just his perspective as to how we can use the DIVA Network. That's the step 3 follow-up. I'll share, and I'll be like, as a matter of fact, we have a presentation Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You should probably come and check it out with us. It'll give you the full preview. So that's, and I'm talking to you here, Affiliate 101. If the goal is not to make money, then obviously it's the other value. It could be like, hey, I found a way that we can travel the world at a fraction of the cost, or I found a way to work with billionaires and celebrities and trainers at a fraction of the cost, et cetera, et cetera. And then whenever there is the interest, you pick what is the next appropriate thing. It doesn't have to be a visibility challenge for somebody to see value. Like, what is it that you see value in the DIVA Network every single day right now without the visibility challenge? What is it that you're using it for? What value does it have for you right now?
Connecting, moving forward, setting goals, staying focused on my vision. But I'm here doing it. What got me here is being here. So I guess I'm not hearing the answer to the question of what do I invite them to? Tuesday for presentation, right? Is that what you're saying? Is that the answer?
Well, Tuesdays we have 2 parts. The 11 a.m. is public.
Right.
So that's
what I should be inviting people to.
give people a value. And then right after is the presentation. So,
okay.
And then the sales page will have a mini presentation. And the reason that JKN said, is that's one type of exposure where we talk a little bit. There's a video of me on there, right, guys? There's a video of me giving a cleaner, short presentation. So it's another type of exposure. So some people need a few different, here's what it is. Hey, come check us out on Tuesday. We have XYZ. Hey, if you want to know more about the community, there's that meeting. And we're working on some other invitation points, but right now those are the main ones, because it gives them a taste of value and feeling the community, and then it gives them the opportunity. Now, what is that? So the pitch is right after, and we'll tell them, if you want to hear more about this, come top of the hour is it top? I don't even know what bottom of the hour is, Jimmy, when you say that. End of that. So right at noon Central is the present, the presentation.
The other thing, Justine, that I would recommend is using somebody else's story in the documentation that we've created from everybody. Like, I love to brag about the ladies that raise funding. I love to brag about the connections that I hear every single time, like, posting something like, and posting it as like, I'm so excited that my partner has been able to do, and then share that testimony. You will have a human being, just if you like it, if you comment on it, like I saw the LinkedIn post that you did
We're
about the
live
podcast.
streaming, guys. We're live
Yeah.
streaming because it's now 11. And I'm not sure if Brianne is here, who's taking
Oh, okay.
over.
But
It's
this
We're,
is
Monday.
we're not live streaming, but that's a
Okay.
different link. So we need to wrap it up,
Oh,
friends.
yeah,
you
this
do the
is
episode.
yeah, we're
Okay.
going to the VIP
Well, let's
room.
do that. Let's go to the other one.
Yes,
Spencer.
bye-bye.